In this lesson, we're going to talk about graphing using slope-intercept form. So slope-intercept form is a linear equation in the form y equals mx plus b. Okay, so that b value is my y-intercept, and the m is my slope. So if we look at the first example, my y-intercept is -4, so we're always going to start with the y-intercept. So I'm going to go to -4 on the y-axis and put a point. And then my slope is 1/2. And we know that slope is rise over run. So I'm going up 1 and then to the right 2 because both of those are positive. So I'm going to go up 1 over 2, and I can just keep following that pattern. Up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Connect those dots, and there's my line. Now example 2, we need to remember that my equation is y equals mx plus b. So whatever term has the number multiplied by x, whatever term has that x value, that's where I'm going to find my slope. So this is where I get my slope from. Okay, so if I wanted to rewrite this, I would say y equals -3x plus 5. Okay, we have to make sure we keep those signs together. This is a +5. That's a -3. So I need to keep those signs together. So here my y-intercept is 5. So I'm going to go up to 5 on my y-axis. And my slope here is -3, and we could say that's over 1. So because I have a -3, I'm going down, because it's negative, down 3 and still right 1. So I'm going to count, go down 1, 2, 3, right 1. So that's going to be my new point. And continue that 1, 2, 3, right 1. And there is my line. Now for example 3, again we need that y equals mx plus b. This equation is not in that form. So first I need to solve for y. So I'm going to subtract 5x. Cancels there, and I get 4y equals -5x plus 8. Okay, because we want that y equals mx plus b, I'm going to keep my x term first and list the constant second. So now I can divide everything by 4, so those cancel. Now I'm dividing the -5 by 4 and the 8 by 4. So on the left hand side I get y. Then I have equals -5/4 x plus 2. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now I have this in y equals mx plus b, so I can graph. Here is my starting point, my y-intercept. So I'm going to go to 2 on the y-axis. And then my slope is -5/4. So because that 5 is negative, I'm going down 5. And 4 is positive, so I'm going right 4. So I go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect those points, and there's my line. Okay, and you can always double check. Here my slope was positive, so my line should be going up when I look from left to right. And for example 2 and 3, both of those were negative, so I want to make sure my line is decreasing from left to right. The last couple of things we're going to look at, remember my form is y equals mx plus b. And here I just have y equals negative 7. So I'm missing the x term here, okay? The only way that happens is if my slope is 0. Because if I say y equals 0x minus 7, I don't need to write that because it's a 0. So I just get y equals negative 7. And we know that 0 slope, that's going to be a horizontal line. So all I have to do is find negative 7 on my y-axis and draw a horizontal line at negative 7. Now example 5, I don't even have a y value here. So if I do not have a y value, and I just have x equals a number, that's going to be a vertical line, which means my slope is undefined. Okay, so I'm just going to find that x value of 4 and draw a vertical line. This also means that another way of thinking about it is that every point on that line has an x value of 4. So that means that's the only line that I can have where every single point has an x value of 4. Okay? Now example 6, I'm asking which equation has a graph that's a vertical line. So if you notice in example 5, when we had that vertical line, I didn't have a y value. Okay, so I'm looking through here. In A, I have a y value, so it can't be that one. B, I also have a y value, so it can't be that. C, I don't have a y value there, but I'm going to double check with D, and there's a y value, so it's only C. If I were to solve this to get x by itself, oops, it's 0. If I divide by 6, that would be x equals 0, which is the same form that I had up there, x equals a number. Okay? Go ahead and try these two on your own. Pause the video, and then you can double check, unpause the video, and double check your answers. I'm going to divide by negative 2 to everything. If you want to write them separately underneath the terms like this, you can. So I get y equals negative 3/2 x plus 4. So I start at 4, go down 3 over 2, down 3 over 2. And there's my line. And for number 2, I need to solve for y, so I subtract 1. Y equals negative 7. So I have a horizontal line right there. Please let me know if you guys have any questions. Have a good day.